Hi everyone, this is Josh with TopperEZLift. This is an overview of installing a TopperEZLift on a Tacoma. The Tacoma has some unique features that are not on typical pickups. I'm going to cover some of the key differences on installing the TopperEZLift on a Tacoma with a 6-foot box. I will not be covering the entire install, so make sure you read and understand the installation manual that came with your TopperEZLift and watch this video before installing it on your Tacoma. Tacomas have a channeled rail system that we will be using to mount the actuator brackets to. Start by removing the end caps on the rail. Slide the carriage bolts in and down the rail to approximately where the actuators will be mounted. Take the provided spacers and place them on the carriage bolts. Now we will place the actuator bracket in the upside down position and loosely place the lock washers and nuts on the carriage bolts. Level the actuator front to back and then tighten the nuts to hold it in the correct place. You may need to use a screwdriver to hold the carriage bolt from spinning. Make sure you have the correct actuator bracket for the Tacoma. Your bracket will look like the one on the left. If you do not have the correct bracket, give us a call and we will provide you with the correct brackets. You could also cut the tabs off to resemble the bracket on the left side. Next, we will get ready to drill the holes in the topper. We are using a DeWalt right angle attachment and a stepper bit to drill the holes. These tools are not necessary but extremely helpful. Before drilling the holes, make sure your topper is in the correct position. There may be a metal tab on the topper rail. You will want to remove this if it is going to be in the way. Cut a slit in front of the tab and work it out with a screwdriver. This will ensure the bracket will sit level when bolted down. Follow the install manual for the rest of the steps. Now we are going to go through the electrical hookup. You can choose to set up the electrical as described in the installation manual, but on the Tacoma the following will give a much cleaner look. For the cab side actuators, we will run the wiring through the weep holes in the corners. To get the wiring through the holes, we will have to remove the connectors. Alternatively, you can drill the holes out to make them bigger. Use the provided pin extractor tool to remove the wires from the connector. First, you'll need to release the cap on the connector. Then insert the tool in one of the pinholes and push the tool in until the pin comes out, and then repeat for the other pin. Now you can run the wires through the weep holes. The power wire, jump wire, and actuator wires we just ran will go through the weep holes in the storage bins near the tailgate. Remove the connectors to run the wires through the weep holes. You may need to make the holes a little bit bigger to get all the wires through. You will also have to cut a small notch on the storage covers to get them to close. The storage bins will still be accessible, but it will be a tight fit. To put the connectors back on, simply push the pins in and snap the cover back on. The brown wire will always go on the side marked B. As you can see on the bottom left side, the control box is facing in the wrong direction because the actuator needed to be spun around in order to fit in the Tacoma. You can mount the control box in a different location if you prefer. The Tacoma is a very tight fit. There is not a lot of wiggle room, so make sure to avoid topper hardware and leave at least ½ an inch between hardware to ensure that there won't be any contact when the topper raises. If you have any other questions, please call or email us and we will be happy to help. Thank you for watching.